Hello, everyone. Welcome back. The position on the board is the position which I hope a lot of you will be able to get to once you watch this video. As you can tell, this rook is not having a lot of fun with the two bishops, and this bishop threatening to come here, and this move being impossible to stop. So how do we get to this position? Let's watch and find out. So, and we start with the normal London g4, g5, bishop f4, knight f6. We're going to go with the new main line in this position, knight f3. The old main line again is building the pyramid. And in this case, black will copy what we are doing. And the opponents will do this many times. As you can see, on the highest level, this has been seen more than 500 times. Okay, we simply get back to the London. We play e3, black plays e6, and someone asked me, when do you play c3 in the London? When do you play c4? So, if your opponent plays c5, you want to play c3, because you want to consolidate the center. But if they have not played c5 yet, they have an option of playing c6. In that case, you can still play c3, but you just get fairly boring positions. So if your opponent plays c6, c4 is better. Another time c4 is better is here, because what we want to do, we want to get this queen out as fast as possible. So c4, okay, black will now play c6. Black can also take, this is a different line, which I'll show you a different time. It's not incredibly exciting for black, but it's playable. I'll show it to you at a different time. So c6, okay. And now the reason we played c4 is to be able to play queen b3. So we play queen b3, and a lot of your opponents, also Stockfish, will play a move pawn b6. The point behind this is queen b6 is not very good. And this is something I talked about previously. I'll talk about this a little bit more. The point is, if they do this, we play c5. If they move, we take the pawn. So they will take. And if they take, we take back. We have an open line. And we have an idea of playing b4, b5. I'll show you some cool things that you can do with this later. I showed some of them already in the previous videos, so check out the Early London playlist. I'm also going to put it in the... I'm also going to put the playlist in the description. So let's go back. So that means that a lot of your opponents, well, some of them might play queen c8. That's not the most exciting queen. But a lot of them will play b6, also because Stockfish says so. In this position, we just continue our development. We play knight c3, nothing special. It looks like the queen's gambit with the bishop on f4. And a lot of your opponents will play a very natural move here. They're going to play knight bd7. Because, like, if you're black, the three moves you're thinking about playing in this position is bishop e7, bishop d6 to develop this bishop, and knight d7. So a lot of them will do this, and this move is a mistake. And as you can see, the valuation jumps up. Why is it a mistake? Because now the knight does not cover a6, which means we want to get our bishop here. We take on d5. It doesn't matter how he takes back. Eventually the bishop gets here. If he takes with the knight, we take the knight first, and then we get the bishop. If they take right away with a pawn, let's pretend pawn takes. Now we play bishop a6. Our threat is simple. We want to play bishop b7. The best try for black is knight h5 to try to get rid of this bishop. But this is not very good. We go here attacking the rook. Okay. If the rook moves, it just gets taken. So the best move is knight takes bishop. We simply take back. They save their rook. That's the only spot. But now there is a different problem. The problem is this knight. So we play bishop c6, and knight here and queen here are coming very, very, very quickly. So I'll just show you a couple of moves to go a little bit further. So the stockfish move is bishop d6. But let's say they play f6 to stop us from playing knight e5, which a lot of your opponents might do. Well, the problem for black is development becomes a little bit hard, and we can just play normal moves. We can castle. Black needs to castle at some point, so let's say bishop e7. And now we bring out rook. And although it looks pretty safe for black, nothing special is happening. In fact, it's not very good at all. And the reason is because this move was played, there are a number of weaknesses, and we can even sacrifice our bishop. The logic being is after they take, we take with the queen, and we get this guy. I'll show you one more line. After bishop c6. Let's pretend queen c7, then simply knight e5. This does not need to be discussed too much. We just win stuff. He cannot unpin. And let's look at one last attempt, which is bishop d6. So this one is a little bit more complicated. We play knight b5 because we want to get rid of this bishop. So the two moves for the bishop are takes and drop back. If he drops back, we simply take. They'll take back. And we get back to what we wanted. So he cannot drop back. So let's pretend he takes. Well, but now he has a problem. He needs to stay on this diagonal, and he cannot do that. So we attack it again. And, well, if he goes back, we can return to our roots. We have an even better move. But this, followed by this, is good enough. And if we go back, if he moves the bishop, then again, knight e5 is certainly good enough. But you can do a number of other things. For example, you can take here first. Queen takes. And now you play knight e5, and this is getting incredibly uncomfortable. Queen e7, there is a fork. So that's not good. Queen back to d8. Now he will never castle. Knight here is coming. Black bishops are not playing any chess. This king is about to experience a lot of discomfort. Also, this is not just a check which stops castling. It also double attacks this. So, anyway, let's return back. So what I want you to remember is if they play bishop f5 and we have the symmetrical structure, one of the best tries to win the game is playing c4 to play queen b3. Again, c6, queen b3. If they play b6, just remember, black has to be very careful. If he plays here, we have an idea of taking and bring the bishop here, going after the rook. I hope you use this idea. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you all for watching my videos and helping my channel grow. And I will be back soon. Thank you.